Alrighty, let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Celebrating over 10 years plus. And still running. Who would have ever thought they would last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. They deserve to be questioned. Oh, yes. Lots and lots of things to talk about today.
Ah, yes.
But before we do that, I still have not received my streamer bundles.
Oh, yes. It is 17 days in and still no streamer bundles.
Still no,
Because
and I am out, so.
the new system really isn't working well. How many do I have left? Let me see. I have 11, so I'm going to...
We can at least do a couple days before we're completely out. While we're doing that, giveaways are still open.
I'll give you those.
If you are a Shroud player, you need to go to twitch.tv/Cynicist and twitch.tv/NBNN News and bang bundle me. If you are here looking for Steam key giveaways over on Laz's side, twitch.tv/NBNN News, that is bang, I love free shit. And then over on my side, twitch.tv/Cynicist, that is bang the bootay. And thank you to Bytor for the sub during the intro.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that begs the question.
Oh, yes. Are we doing the news or are we
playing with our balls?
Playing with our balls. One of those two. But yes, so many new posts by Chris, including a revamp of the proposal page.
Yes, the proposal page has been changed up, but we can
yes.
still look at it the old-fashioned way. If you go down to the bottom, there's a little link that says listing it all, and from the newest
Yes.
at the top, and we could actually look at it sort of the old-fashioned way. But
Kind of, sort of.
yeah. But meanwhile, welcome
Yeah.
to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, August 17th, 2026 here. Inside and outside Tragedy Avatar. Vitor says, let's see some news if you got any. We got like
Oh,
5 days worth of news that is backed up. So my first question to Jack is, do we try and get from Thursday, or do we just do the weekend through today? And Rustic Dragon hitting us up with a prime sub, 12 months.
that
Oop,
is
1
a
year.
of news.
So what did you say?
That is a lot of things, but we can fly through it as long as someone keeps the commentary to a minimum.
You?
Don't know what you're talking about.
So we're going back to Thursday is what you're saying?
I gotta find that date.
Oh yeah, that's what was Thursday? Thursday was the 14th, the 13th.
13th.
The 13th.
Yeah.
That's a lot of scrolling.
Yeah, a lot of scrolling. Okay, so on the
Yeah,
13th.
hold on, I gotta get there still. I still gotta get there.
Yeah.
Because again, that's a lot of scrolling.
Yes.
I was actually on Saturday, so come on. Scrolling.
Keep them doggies scrolling.
Geez, and I'm only at the 14th, really?
I'll hide.
Oh, you
Oh,
got the reference.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
I even did the next line. Keep them
Yeah.
doggies.
All right. We
Scrolling.
got the 13th. We're just doing headlines.
Yeah, 144 items were posted on last Thursday. That includes the headlines of achievements. Catalog finally has room to be read in a new achievements tab on the character sheet and a journal window of its own, grouped by category with progress bars, earned marks, and dates. Player and dungeons got a reason to walk into one. An owner can now stake their own gold in a chest inside the dungeon, and the first person to clear it takes the lot.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Bards can finally play with while they perform. Casting a bard skill no longer stops the music. Performance stance now starts and ends the whole performance. And the town entertainer abilities moved onto a bard bar of their own. So performing never means drawing a weapon.
Interesting.
I wonder what happens if you get hit in combat while performing. Published.
Well, this is the
unseen...
perform, so perform usually means in town, from what I understand, the new bard. But anyway, moving on.
The new bard changes are massive. Published The Unseen Trade, a 24 proposal subterfuge deep dive, a stealth indicator, guards that investigate lock picking at last,
Yay.
trapped chests,
Yay.
and pickpocketing pointed at NPCs.
Even more yay.
Yeah,
but these are all up for a vote, so go vote these up big time.
Well, I mean, there's other things there, but includes a discussion that I started in the our Discord server. At an on-screen keyboard for playing instruments, 8 white keys, 5 black, an octave control, and the number key that plays each note printed on the key itself. The notes have been on the number rows for years with nothing in the game saying so. And your instruments can be played from a real keyboard. Plug in a USB MIDI keyboard and it plays whatever you have equipped with how hard you hit a key, deciding how loud the note comes out. Striking
Whoa.
harder has never changed anything before this for any way of playing.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Only for those that play with MIDI keyboards.
Yeah,
And
well,
player done. Yeah.
I'm curious about that because usually you need MIDI transposer built into your computer. So just to plug in a MIDI keyboard, I guess if you have that, then you have that.
Hey, Laz.
Yeah.
Didn't we say something about the amount of commentary and
I'm
restricting it?
trying, but
We
quick
are going to
commentary,
fail
okay.
miserably.
Yeah, quick commentary,
Hey,
okay. 5 minute
hey,
tirades like you usually get into, not okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Not me. Uh, Player-built dungeon traps become usable. A pressure plate and a shrieking gargoyle can be placed in a dungeon and connected to each other. And the trap proposal card now says which pieces exist and which don't. And bards no longer need a party invite
That's
slash
fans.
band, and a name syncs every player in the scene using it at any size and across guilds with an optional password.
Intriguing.
Yes. The game went from one period tune to 76, 75 public domain songs from 10 named pre 1900 source, each one arranged so it sounds like something on every instrument in the game.
Hmm.
The pirate shanties are a coming. A dungeon entrance stops calling hallways rooms and stops counting an empty room as a fight. It now reports rooms with spawns, halls, and an estimated floor area in square meters. The song library is something you earn. A bard in Sultan copies it out of his songbook at a tradition at a time. For blank sheet music, you bring him. And titles you can earn by doing 10,000 of a kills of a creature grants that line's title. So the 10,000 dragons make you Dragon Nemesis. A 5,000 crafting actions make you a legendary crafter. Two of the game's 219 titles were earned by defeating anything before today. There are now 34. Whatever you already qualified for is waiting at your next login, as long as you have access to the Chaos Shard. The world found its voice. A new World Events channel carries the news of the realm, and when a landmark boss falls, everyone online shares an hour of raised experience for it.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yeah. The inventory search box learned to filter, type reagent, weight, blah, 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 and a minus to exclude, with each filter shown as a chip you can click off. First of the 16 inventory proposals to ship. As remember, some of those proposals are already going into the game, so go read them and vote on them as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
The Achievements Journal now covers the evenings, not just the fighting, farming, gathering, taming, fishing, every craft, and games at a table. All leave a record with 2 collections to finish. Which takes us to Friday, which is a lot of scrolling up. Where there was 214 items.
Scrolling,
The headlines.
scrolling. Holy crap, that's a long jump.
Yeah. Like I said.
And I jumped right past it.
Not my fault.
There it is, 15th. All right.
214 items. For the headlines, The Dungeon Master console. Fire
Nope,
the
I
traps in your
didn't get
room by
there.
hand.
I went
Wrong
past,
date.
yeah, which had
Now we have to
300
wait
and
for
some.
Laz to
You
get to
can
the
start
right
reading them.
page.
I'll get there. Most people probably
Okay.
aren't trying to read along with us.
Yeah. Dungeon Master console. Fire the traps in your room by hand. Put a line in a creature's mouth and open the reward when they have earned it. A cleared seed now comes down for everyone. Defeat the Cobblers, and the camp leaves the overworld map for every player, not just the ones who fought it. And the town stays free of its siege for an hour.
Hmm.
For bonus, Tamer Gear has advertised since launch and never once delivered. Now reaches your pet. The Honest Gamble 40 chaos magic proposals published with live usage data. The whole magic ring is now written and 8 defects filed on the way. The School of the Soldier 33 tactics proposals published with live usage data, 5 audit deficit defects filed, and a per card vote at proposals tactics. And the first Spear 30 pole arms proposals published. The first weapon school page. The dive found the school's identity written in invisible ink. No polearm can be blocked by a shield, and the game has never said so.
Sure it did.
Hey, Shroud math.
That was something that was well known, that pole arms couldn't be blocked by shields.
But it wasn't documented.
I believe it was, but let me see something. Shield pole
Yes.
arms. Yeah, it's not there.
I do
So.
not see anything there.
Uh, 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 uh,
Nope. Nothing about being blocked. But moving right along. The Blade School got its deep dive. The Blade everyone carries 34 proposals for the biggest school. The live sweep series has measured with 7 defects filed and 2 cards already built. And the
Welcome,
Bludgeon School
Chris.
got its deep dive. Yes, hi Chris.
He says, I'll work less. Pole arms shouldn't be blocked by shields. I'll fix it. That changed.
It changed.
Yeah, again, that was known, and I know I've seen it written someplace before. That was all I was questioning. But I just can't find it right now, and I'm not going to interrupt the rest of the news for it. So.
Then the Bludgeon School got its deep dive. The Weight of the Blow, 29 proposals for the most cast melee school on live because of the stuns, with 3 defects filed and a 2019 bug report finally answered. The Range School got its deep dive. The Long Shot, 35 proposals for the second most specialized school tree in the game, from an inverted ammo passive and a crossbow that secretly ships with longbow range to craftable arrow tiers, trick arrows, and a named draw tiers. 6 defects filed. The school reference corrected. Light armor school got its deep dive. The
Yeah,
art of
I
not
got to
being
ask
there.
about that. A crossbow that secretly ships with longbow range.
Well, crossbows shoot further than
I understand
longbows
that, right? So why would we have
and
one
short
that
bows.
secretly ships with longbow range? Why would we want something that
Well,
shoots a shorter distance? That's all my question is.
crossbows shoot faster than bows as well.
Right, and further distance.
Yeah, which is, I think, the backwards than what it was supposed to do.
That's debatable. But anyway.
In real life, longbows shoot faster and longer range. Crossbows, I don't know, shoot a lot slower. I don't know comparison. Than short bows. So I think that would be a fix to the logic there. A lot of what changed was really just fixing the description. The light armor school got its deep dive, the art of not being there. 30 proposals for the most worn, least committed school in the game, with 30 days of live usage data, a census on every character ever being made, and 6 defects filed before publication. And this shield school got its deep dive, the neighbor shield, 33 proposals, 7 defects filed, and the block formula published for the first time. And the heavy armor school got its deep dive, the steel between. 30 proposals, combat ring closed the same day it opened. And I will say this as a quick aside. Laz, bring up your thing, because this is something that was
What thing are we bringing up?
Bring up your skills.
1 second. Okay.
And we have heavy and light, right, for the armor types. How many
Heavy
armor
armor.
types do we have in game?
Light armor. Technically only 2, right?
Well, that's because leather and robes are considered light armor.
Well, let me just bring up my
We
character sheet.
need like a robe mastery, but I know that's in the proposals as not going to happen.
So, like, my bone armor is, what is that?
Light armor, even though it's more of a medium.
Leather light armor, yeah. Whereas my chain armor
Yes.
is heavy armor.
Yes.
So,
Okay. And Chris is like, I saw Jack's request for robe tree, not for October. Okay. So then we can
fair
start
enough.
talking about. Then we can start talking about a cobalt deck tree as well. Sweet. That'll be fun.
like, operable cobalt cannons instead of inoperable cobalt cannons.
Yes, I read that crap now. And that is a Chris quote, although he did not say it. Okay, so let's go back to scrolling back up to Saturday, because the elves have been extremely busy with 346 items
On Saturday, yeah, a lot of items.
Yeah. The last parser, 33 conversation and entities proposals published, 13 defects filed, votes open on the conversation proposals. Every language now reads 0 NPC keyword collisions, down from 12,482 broken conversations, and 592 NPCs stopped answering in English to players who chose another language. And party loot rolls stop losing items quietly. A refused handover now retries and then tells you a full pack no longer swallows the item you won, and the roll window closes forever.
Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, it's a nice quality of life. That roll window used to hang forever.
I didn't know that you could actually have a full pack.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. My understanding
Yes.
was you just couldn't walk if you were overweight.
Um, yeah. And the third glyph went live, a skills combo deep dive with 80 votable
80.
proposals, 58 of them brand new combos, and 16 of those for chaos.
Wow. Yes. Yes. Because combos are easy, right?
Yes. Because we will abuse things said
We will abuse quotes.
12 years
Absolutely.
ago. 12-year-old quotes. And achievement badges, all 476 got icons, tier medals up each ladder, thorn boss plates, gold laurels on title achievements, and shown in the journal and on the unlocked banner.
Very nice.
Read every skills description in the game against what the skill actually does, with 121 corrected. Rend has never worked on undead. Well, do they bleed?
Good question.
Yeah. Like, Rend shouldn't work on a skeleton, but it should work on a zombie.
Why, zombies are undead. They shouldn't bleed either.
But zombies are fleshy.
But they're dead.
Hey,
I know. Shroud
ranged
logic.
defense never touched stun resistance, and offhand defense grants parry rather than the damage resistance it promised. So, Shroud math being fair. Player catchphrases went from idea to built in a day. Pick one of 134 voices. Pay quotas to turn your words into speech. Every phrase moderated first. So Laz's "I love this shit"
I love
will
this
not be
shit.
done. No,
I don't know. We got to check to see if that's a bad word or
yeah,
not in the language.
no charge unless it works, and fire them from a 12-slot bar so everyone nearby hears you. Awaiting deploy. The first new combo glyph since the original set, Bedrock, plants your shield, holds you in stone, and shrugs off every knockback and knockdown until it ends. Yeah, I love this feces.
I love this crap.
Yeah. I love this shit should be added, probably by auto added by Chris as a reward for 10 plus years of doing the news.
Thank you, Rick
A
Dahl.
matched set of armor is worth wearing. Again, one weight class head to toe gives 10% more damage resistance. The feature was designed years ago and switched off. The character sheet learned to explain itself in the same pass, naming which pieces count toward your set, which ones broke it, and are accounting for nothing, and where every point of resistance came from. Animal lore joined the Traming Tree, a study
Framing tea.
study a beast, read its stats, resistance, and weaknesses, with tougher creatures needing more skill before they give anything up. That's actually kind of cool. Create like a real bestiary kind of thing for your character. The inventory answers which bag is it in and how full is it. A container containing an in search token, search that reaches inside closed bags, and capacity fill bars from gold to red, and recently looted got its reset button back. Opens newest first, and finally counts merchant buys and hand-dragged item loot as a loot. And the obsidian potion of unlearning stops where you tell it to, pick the level, and keep everything above it. That's actually kind of cool.
And that's not a potion. That's a book. That's an item.
Yeah, yes. The
Yes, and
obsidian item
that's a
bundle.
really cool one. So if you want to drop something from like 140 down to 100, you can just tell it
Well,
by saying
yeah.
only drop it to 100 instead of dropping it all the way. Or yeah, that's a really
Well,
cool quality of life improvement. Yes.
for like the changes to Bard, if you have, say, like me, 140 in most of those skills, turning around and just saying, "Hey, I'm going to drop these down to 100 because I have 110 Bard specialization."
Yeah. Are you going to keep it?
So,
We do not know.
well, I mean, with the changes to Bard, I think it becomes kind of useless combat even with a pet. Um,
We
and we
shall
also need to
find out.
figure out how things actually work. And realistically, the only thing I was doing other than casting spells was stunning things. Um, which takes us to Sunday, where another 173 items were done. And wait, Laz, before we do that,
Oh, it's that time.
it's time to announce that Boom Shakalaka is getting a streamer bundle from me. And
And
and thank you,
Simmy.
Laz, for giving me the streamer bundles. Otherwise, I'd be out.
Yes. Sammy getting my streamer bundle. Yeah, we're going to be out by the end of the week. So I've only
Oh, we're going
got
to be
like,
out by Tuesday, really. Because remember, two for
yeah,
Tuesday.
probably.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday will
Sammy,
be completely out.
you are a
But
wiener.
mine is reopened. Da, 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 da.
All right. Ready to jump to Sunday. Sunday.
Yes, with 173 items, where the bug pass closed 115 reported bugs from the tracker overnight, a new quick deposit button, one button on any container, puts every stack it already holds in, with an undo, set keep when depositing on a stack to hold some back. Their first build of it did the deposit and already drew neither window. Sorry. It looked like the button did nothing until you reopen the chest, which is fixed, and the amount is now total rather than an amount held back from every stack.
Oh, very good
Lightning
for
storm.
keeping your magic
Yeah,
reagents. Dump
and
the
I'm
excess,
going to
keep X amount. Absolutely nice.
and I'm going to annoy Chris because I'm going to turn this into a wish list request in a bit. Um, da, da, da.
What are we wish listing now? I guess I have to wait for it.
Okay, I posted and I'm going to wish list that, Chris. Lightning Storm is back to its intended strength, along with Caltrops, the explosion potions, and one creature ability that had all quietly sped up the same way. Summoned elementals are back to their intended health after a week had up to double it, and the Will-O-Wisp gets back to the half it had quietly lost. Sieges have to be fought now. The bypass button on a besieged town shows up only for characters under level 20 or under 100 hours played.
Ooh. Ooh.
I like that. I like
Ooh.
that. I like that.
Well, I'm guessing there's still a way to bypass that.
Teleport to zone.
Teleport from, yeah. But yeah,
Teleport to zone. Teleport to friend.
I think that's going to get a lot of bad feedback personally.
You know what makes sieges relevant again?
Uh, yeah, the idea of being able to
Differing
sneak
opinions
by.
here.
Yeah. Well, again, as always, we've had differing opinions since day one on a lot of things. I was
Yes.
a big fan of being able to bypass the seizures and not have to load into them. And see, at this point, and
Well,
now it says they
remember,
have to be
siege.
fought. So that means you have to finish the siege. You
Oh
can't just
yeah,
walk through it.
yeah.
Okay, therein lies the
Well,
difference. Okay, if you can just walk
well,
through it, then that's a different
if you
story.
think about it, and I will use the towns that have every single um, thing that creates the buffs that causes the sieges,
Devotionals.
the devotionals. So the siege frequency is really not that frequent until you have multiple devotional.
Yeah, not
And
really, because I have like maybe one in each of my towns. I have two in one and one in the other, and it's they still get sieged pretty regularly. But I like the mechanic of once a siege has been
yeah,
defeated, it
yeah, it's
goes
gone for
away
an
for
hour.
everybody for an hour. That's a nice quality of life. So that. But making you have to fight it. So I guess the question goes to Chris: do you have to
I
actually
have no
fight and
problem with
defeat
that.
it, or can you just walk out the other side? Because if you have to defeat it, that becomes a real pain in the arse for somebody who wants to go
Yeah,
to their
it is.
town. I mean, I know teleporting will probably do it, but for people just
Yes.
just getting there.
Da, 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 da.
But
Da, da,
seven
da.
skill defects.
Then we have
Big
seven
semi-secret
skill.
changes for sieges. Well,
Yeah, seven skilled effects.
getting it
Well,
in
I
line
mean,
with what Richard always
if
wanted. Interesting.
yeah, seven skilled effects from the description audit closed out. Shield Smash now actually deals the earth damage it advertises. Stone Fist cooldown finally answers to earth specialization, and ammo scavenger stops shrinking the ammo piles it was supposed to grow.
Ah,
Every buff, blessing, food, and potion in the game now has a value at skill 80, at 150, and at 150 with specialization. And so that should be based off of the creator of the buff or the food potion, not the user. I hope.
yeah. We read that. Yeah, when you.
See, super secret. But if you look at it, now forces shared instance, clearing it actually clears it. Clearing them all worldwide spawns an event scene, which is the scene that's going to have the double XP kind of thing.
The
Oh, yeah.
buffed XP. He doesn't say double, but he
Mhm.
said extra XP.
Something. Yeah. Yes.
So, okay, forces shared instant clearing it actually clears it, clearing them all worldwide. So, if somebody clears one siege, all the sieges go, regardless of which devotionals are in a town. That's
I
some
think it's going to
interesting
be.
stuff. Yeah, that's some
I
interesting
think the
stuff.
shared scene is per town POT.
You have to clear all of them, not just one. That's a monumental
Yeah.
task. I'll tell you what. Uh, let's just jump
Hey,
to the world. Let's just jump to New Britannia real quick.
eh, jump into Novia
Uh,
if I can ever stand up. Novia.
where is it?
That way I only have to zone once.
Central Brittany. Yeah,
Well,
doesn't really
POTs
matter.
don't have sieges, but it's all the
Yeah,
New Britannia market and other things.
that do
Yeah,
have sieges.
yeah. Sorry,
NPC towns don't have sieges.
POTs do not have sieges, nor do the town storyline town.
Where are you getting that from? POTs are the only thing that have sieges.
Yeah,
You said don't have. Or did you
I said
misstate that?
no. I said PRTs do not,
Oh, PRTs.
and
That's different.
storyline tests.
Okay.
Yeah, where am I going? Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to run all over the world. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's why I zoned to
I'm
Central Brittany and
I'm
just
gonna.
turned around and walked out the door.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I was all the way out in.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pull out here
Yeah.
and let's look over.
Well, I'm just looking at some towns that are
I,
near.
I mean, I
Like
can see,
this one has.
I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, if we just come over here, there's a whole
Yeah,
bunch of them.
but you actually have to go up to the town
Right, but right
and
here, just south of
look.
Central Brittany, is
Yeah, but
1, 2,
this
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 just in this scene. But if you got to clear them all, 9, 10, 11. I mean, I see 11 of them right here, all burning. So, I
yeah.
mean, and that's just in this one little area. So that's a lot of sieges. I mean, I don't see any way to actually
You won't
clear
get.
all the sieges. Oh, 12,
Mm,
13, 14. I didn't turn that way. But there's 14 plus sieges right here
yeah, but
in this little
it's
area of central Brittany. I mean, the whole place
it's
is on
also
fire.
it's also one where realistically what players did with putting every single devotional in their towns is kind of an exploit there, Laz.
Well, yes and no, but
And
again, that's
because
something.
so which means they knew the original concept was that if you place a devotional, occasionally town is going to get sieged. People complained about their towns being sieged, so they created hey, this is us being way too gracious and um,
Right, but
allowing
herein
players to
lies the
bypass it
rub.
because.
Vesper
But
says
it is
storyline
one.
towns do have them, which I don't think I've ever seen them, and fewer sieges at the same time on Chaos. Uh, the idea here is even if all these towns that you see sieged right now have all the
Yeah,
devotionals, there should
but
only be one devotional in effect at a time. So that means that all these towns have that same devotional. But again, I guess we're going to have to wait and see it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah,
all I got to say is the POT owners that decided to put every single devotional in their towns, they did it so that way their players can come and get buffs of
right. I mean,
specific
I
types
understand
whenever.
that.
I don't think I've ever seen Ardoris under siege.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that either personally. But if you say so.
Yeah, yeah. I have never seen Ardoris under siege because we can run over to Ardoris and see if it's under siege, and doubt it is. Now there are player-owned town, and I can't get on the bridge.
Yeah, well, you do that. I'm taking it. I'm taking the other way.
Yeah, you're going the teleport method.
Teleport and walk out. Yeah.
Teleport, walk out, and get stuck.
Yeah, well, you get stuck on bridges and all the other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But I've never seen Sultan sieged either. But
Oh yeah,
you might be
very
think.
good point there, Patosh. It says
Oh,
so in the
Ardoris
teleport
is
list.
actually sieged. It is actually besieged. Yeah. Yeah, so Ardoris is currently under siege. So that is. But what happens if I click on? Yep, I can enter it or bypass it. Yeah. So yes, some of these storyline towns do get besieged, but not all of them.
Yeah, let me see if I do this again.
What?
Yeah, it just says so in the teleport list. So all you got to do is bring up the teleport list, and it tells you whether it's besieged or not. Which
Yes.
Adora says besieged town, no ransom.
And by the way, the siege spawns will change. Player towns will have different rules. POTs. The multiple bad decisions that led to sieges on POTs forced us to let players bypass the siege was not good, and changing that all back to original design.
Very interesting. But moving right along.
Moving right along, no idea where I
Worn gear
because
can be dragged off.
well, I have to dismount and then I have to recall. Where is that? Worn gear can be dragged off equipment slot again after a fixed landed this morning that broke every such drag, and if you try drag and drop for the rest of the session. Only the first realm celebration a shard ever ran was being saved. Landmark bosses have been announcing celebrations that never started. And the backpack show objects and container checkbox was hiding itself. One tick of the box or one search, and it was gone for the rest of the session with the backpack stock flattened. Been fixed with tests that open the window twice.
And
Everything now
additional.
says catnip.
Go ahead.
And yes, you will see a lot of things moving, a lot of
That's what I
stuff
was just
back
gonna
to
say.
the Richards plans for things.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is good. It's better. Everything now says catnip games. The folder holding your settings, add-ons, sheet music, and chat logs, the license agreement, and the Windows installer, which is signed with a current certificate rather one expired in 2018. Your files are carried across on first run, and the originals are left where they are. And every lasting or ground area Bardstong stopped affecting anyone on the test build. Both were fixed, along with Lightning Storm Cloud that left 10 seconds into it. That left 10 seconds into a long. That is the stuff from Sunday to today, where 75 items so far.
Oh, we got to refresh that. 75. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, 6 players in the Chaos Shard.
Oh, a new record. Sieges are shared fights again. Private and party no longer give city siege all yourself. And one siege holds 64 players instead of 8.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Big jump. Big jump.
Yes. A 24-hour log sweep collapsed.
And I thought that was
about
16
2,000.
originally because 2 parties of 8, but and yeah, party of 12 would have had a problem doing that. Is that what you're saying? This party size goes up to 12 now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, 24-hour log sweep.
A 24-hour log sweep collapsed about 2,000 errors and warnings into 294 signatures and produced 14 new bug reports, 2 reopens. 4 fixes that had been written but never in. Fly toggle no longer kills you on the way down. Chat pins survives a relog. Skill tooltips claiming defensive skills hit things. And the empty leaderboard message. Fixed 9 defects from the log sweep, including a siege catapult that could spawn invisibly and cool visual bug behind 706 of the day's errors. The Chaos Shard got a tester handbook / guide in-game and a page matching on the tester hub that walks testers through setup, the tools, and the verify workflow, and a chart of the bug loop. Every state translation cleared, 166 lines per language were falling back to English because their source text had changed. That count is 0 in all 8 for the first time. Found 214 strings in 34 titles no translator could ever have seen, some a month old, while every language reported 99%. A new pre-commit check that makes it impossible to repeat. The game now closes about a second after a logout countdown.
This isn't
Instead
the
of
one
sitting on
you're
a screen
looking
for
for.
this is one of them.
Doesn't say your character gets logged out. It just says the
The
game closes
game
down
now
properly now.
closes about a second after the logout count. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Instead
that's
of
what I'm
sitting on the
saying.
screen for another 20 seconds. Well, I think that is removing the 20-second countdown.
Load times in new server about 50% faster, if that helps. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That was one of the major complaints for years, and still has a lot of people complaining that load times and transitions between scenes take so long. You know, especially for those people still running spinny drives, which, I don't know.
Don't know why.
Yeah. Even Lomir's got an SSD these days.
Lomir have a functioning computer?
He's back, yeah.
For a couple days. But 8 languages caught up on a month of new features. Coverage back to 99.2 to 99.6 from 3 with about 2,600 lines translated per language and a new NPC dialogue 100. The Discord chat relay is out of the client. It has been switched off in every build for years, missing the library it needed and driving the community Discord.
Does that mean we're going to have voice chat in game?
Oh,
it's out of the client. Something. Out of the client. Sorry. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. The Chaos Shard runs on a fresh copy of live data, 8.8 million records restored, migrated, and verified, and the whole refresh repeatable checklist, which is actually good for when it comes down for migration for all of us. This is a quick test. Wait, hold on for a second.
Holding. Yeah, that's what I said. You cleaned out, you took out the old one.
Yes.
And he's going to do it again, but in a clean implementation.
Yeah.
Also, catchphrase is what you guys want.
Yes, but as long as Laz can get, I love this shit.
Just need that one approved. Don't care if anybody else can use that word.
Yeah, yeah. Don't care if anybody else can, but exceptions. Oh, then buttons in 9 windows had been drawn hairlines through their own labels. The shared buttons they referenced was never written. It is now at a real 30 pixels. That is
All the
5 days of
headlines.
headlines, just
Okay.
headlines. We didn't delve into any of it. And hold on.
I appreciate that. That wasn't a no. He said maybe. He said it's not a no, but hey, you're working in leaps and bounds here, Chris. We appreciate all this.
Yes.
This is really great strides for what you're getting done in these last couple of months compared
Yes.
to what we were putting up with the last 3 years of. We put a rock. We placed a rock.
Yes.
I'll go do community here real quick.
Hold on.
What are you doing? You typing up a whole new wish list request?
Yes.
Noob Skyblabber with 300
There you
bits.
go.
Thank you, Noob.
Brand new spanking wish list request for you. There you go, lass. And this is coming straight from when I was reading the
Chris,
subterfuge.
I believe that because he says multiple chaos testers said they can't play on live anymore because it's missing so much. Absolutely, I believe that. And
It's a completely different game,
yeah,
and it's more fleshed out. These are things that should have done. But I
Noob
did just put
Skyblabber,
a
you're gonna get yourself a copy of Jack Holmes, Master of Puppets on Steam for your 300
and,
bits. And that
and
is a $15 game going out to Noob Skyblabber. Thank you for those
and
bits.
and Noob is also getting a copy of Children of Morta Complete Edition.
And remember,
And
we
me,
both have to do giveaways additionally at the
I
end.
know.
So we'll be doing 2 game keys at
Oh,
the end. But let's look
oh
at
yeah.
Jack's newest wish list real quick.
The server authoritative location for PvP adventure. In adventurer scenes, server authoritative location is something that should happen. Adventuring scenes are already capped at the number of players. I would argue that PvP flag players should also have server side authority. It's good enough when location doesn't really matter. But we've demonstrated on the show how the wonky location can allow one person to hit another and be hit back.
Not be hit
That
back.
is that is missing some information that if you did not read the proposals or part of our Discord conversation, there is about a 2-second gap on location occasionally.
Chris said, that said, they also don't have to worry about running into you two there, but that was just a
Yeah,
bonus benefit.
yeah, yeah,
Lots more stuff moving to server authoritative, so that might be
yes.
a no on your wish list request there.
Well, it is actually part of. It's already part of a no, but it is something that should happen because in the subterfuge proposal, um, he talks about doing a rewrite. If you go look at it quickly, doing a rewrite one of the game system.
Yeah.
Where is it? Subterfuge.
All right. Well, we ain't got time to do the other stuff there, the community,
Yes.
but we got a lot of that covered. And we are going to go ahead and pull the final giveaways of the day, starting with the streamer bundles.
And mine is going
Noob
to Noob.
Noob's getting both of them.
Yeah.
Very cool,
Let's
Noob.
send that in-game mail. And let's see. You're a wiener. Then we have 2 game keys, Vovanov and Noob. Vovanov is getting a copy of Choo Choo Charles, which is a $20 game. And
I got Croc 2020 is going to get a copy of Cat Maze. And that's a $10 game.
Wait. Noob is also getting a copy of Creatures of Ava.
And the final winner,
$25 game,
is going to be Patosh. Patosh, you are going to get a copy of Little Lighthouse of Horror on Steam. And that is currently a $3 game for Patosh. So congratulations to our winners. Thank you to Rustic Dragon and Noob Skyblabber for their donations, as well as all of you folks who join us each and every day. And of course, a special thanks to Chris for joining us on these live streams, giving us inside information and just insight to questions as we cover the new stuff coming up in the Chaos Shard. Of course, not going to be here tomorrow because they canceled my appointment on Friday, so I have to do it now on Tuesday. But we will be back on Wednesday right here on NBNN.
Oh, yes.
Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Lomir.
And this is NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all on Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.